If you're standing here in spring, I hope you're enjoying the fantastic display of woodland wildflowers and the carpet of bluebells that grows here. If you're visiting at a different time of year, please do find the time to come back next spring. We don't think you'll be disappointed. Bluebells are just one example of what is known as an ancient woodland indicator species. The list of indicator species is a selection of flora, plus a few mosses and lichens, which typically only grow in places that have been woodland sites for a very long time. They're typically not fast-spreading species, so take a long time to colonise new areas. Other species to look out for whilst you're walking through here are primroses, lesser celandine, opposite-leaved golden saxifrage, wood sorrel, which has a clover-like leaf and delicate white flower, greater stitchwort, which is the small white flower that typically grows in amongst the denser area of bluebells. Moscatel, also known as the town hall clock, has flowers facing out to all four sides and one on the top. Yellow Archangel is one of my favourites. The leaves look a little bit like nettles and is a member of the dead nettle family. It has hooded yellow flowers with beautiful reddish lines running through the lower petals. Garlic mustard is another flower that you might see. It's the food plant of the orange tip butterfly. So if you look on the underside of the leaves in late May, you may even see some of their tiny little orange eggs. The violets that you might see are the food plants of the silver-washed fritillary. If you come here in July into August, you might be lucky enough to see them. They're big orange and black checkered butterflies that race up and down the woodland paths and rides. Really strong, fast flyers. The silver-washed fritillary has a fascinating life cycle. In the summer, the males and females mate, putting on a rather beautiful flying display. The male dances around the female butterfly as they zip along a sunny ride. The female will then lay her eggs on a tree near where she knows violets will be growing next spring. The eggs will hatch after a few weeks. The caterpillar eats the eggshell and then spins silk to cover itself and overwinter until spring, when it will emerge to feed on the violets that have regrown. The caterpillars will feed through spring, then form a chrysalis and pupate, ready for the adult to emerge in midsummer. Amongst the bluebells you might spot the odd white one. This is a genetic mutation like albinism in mammals that creates a white bluebell. Thankfully, we don't have any of the Spanish or non-native bluebells at Bowdown Woods. They're all the native English variety. The issue is that the non-native bluebells can hybridise with the native. You can get something called hybrid vigour, which means you get very big, fast-growing hybrid plants, a cross between the two, which can very quickly start to take over from the native ones. Our next stop on the route is another habitat found here at Bowdown Woods. Let's go and have a look at the open heathland glades, similar to those found on nearby Greenham Common.